Welcome to the Anxiety Slayer series. Our mission is to assist you with creating more peace and tranquility in your life through anxiety release exercises and supportive tools created to slay your anxiety. Today's Anxiety Slayer podcast is brought to you by the Anxiety Slayer Academy. We've been offering a free podcast for over 8 years to help anyone suffering with anxiety find relief. And now we're helping you go deeper by providing step-by-step support on how you can get the best experience from our favorite tools and techniques for overcoming anxiety. Get your free Anxiety Slayer starter course at anxietyslayer.teachable.com. Welcome back to Anxiety Slayer. I'm Shan Vanderleek here with my wonderful friend and co-host Ananga Sivyer, and we come together weekly on Skype to share Anxiety Slayer sessions with you and answer listener questions from our inbox and Facebook page. We love sharing a powerful collection of techniques to reduce anxiety. And today we're going to be discussing a question that came in around self-care during a job transition. And this is, huge for people. So many people switch jobs, but not only is this woman starting a new job, she's moving to a new state as well. Her question is, I'll be moving to a new state in about a month and will not have a job right away. I'm looking forward to this time because I feel I can really use it to practice self-care techniques that I was not ever able to do when she was working a full-time job with a long commute. How do you suggest I use this free time to really maximize my self-care efforts? I'll be moving to a state that I'm familiar with and will be closer to my extended family, as well as my sister, all of whom are wonderful people and a great support system. And I thought this was a good question about self-care, and I love it when people want to put themselves at the front of the line and really be mindful about how they love themselves up when it's so easy for us to get lost in the day-to-day and our to-do lists and everything else that keep us sometimes away from doing the things that are sweet for ourselves.
Yeah, very often when people eventually do take a break, they get sick because they're going on the hamster wheel, keeping going, and then when the body gets a chance to stop and rest, it can crash. That's quite a common thing that happens. So really wonderful to think ahead about self-care and how to make good use of the time. Really healthy.
Yeah, and I think that it really begins with a good morning routine, especially when you don't have to be off to work and maybe you can take a little bit more time than you ever have before in the morning to make sure that you have some time to, maybe you like to write or journal in the morning, depending on where you live. Maybe you can be on your porch or on your deck if the weather is cooperative. You can really do some sweet things. Make sure that you have something really healthy to nourish your body first thing in the morning. Really simple choices like that versus immediately getting yourself in front of a screen or hurrying about. And when we don't have a job to get to, we don't have to hurry. So you might even allow yourself to sleep in longer than you normally would to really take in that extra time and sweetness while you rest and get your body ready for what's to come, whether it's a new job or moving or all of those things. I remember a very long time ago now, right after Tom and I got married. We got married, went on our honeymoon, came back. I had a new job and we moved to a new state, or not a new state, but a new area within Michigan, all at the same time. Did it all at once. So, moving house is supposed to be one of the most stressful things that you can do. Getting married, obviously, is a beautiful thing, but there's a lot to do before. So there's a lot of stress building up to that. And so at the same time, I was interviewing for a new position. And I think, wow, how in the world back then, not knowing what I know now, did we get through all of that? We did, but I think I would have been able to get through it a hell of a lot easier now, knowing what I know. So start your day with a really sweet routine. Then throughout the day, make sure that you're taking time to breathe deeply. Make sure that you're drinking lots of water, that you are enjoying your surroundings. When you move into a new place, you get to recreate everything. So perhaps this is a time for you to set things up the way you always wanted to within your home. to make a beautiful, relaxing oasis, whether it's in the whole space or that you have a special designated space for meditation or yoga, breathing practice, whatever it is that speaks to you. These are all ideas that I think you might find useful.
Yeah, I love the suggestion to set your intention for the day and start the day with some healing practice. I think for me, over the years, it's become really apparent that how I spend the first hour of my morning really colors the rest of my day. So it's nice to get up and take care of your body. I like to start my day with some hot water with a squeeze of lemon and some turmeric and ginger tea. Cleanse the body through. Ayurveda has a whole teaching called Dinacharya, which is the routine of your day for self-care and healing. So to start the day with warm water, a gentle oil massage if you can, take a shower afterwards, just let that oil soak into your skin. You can look up online oil massage, how to do that. Very good for the immune system, good for nourishing the tissues of the body, and for self-care, for self-compassion. Really important. Oil massage is very, very good for our emotional and physical immunity. So a nice practice to adopt any time, but particularly when you have some extra time to get into that, and then that can stay with you as you begin to get busier in your new location. And morning prayer, meditation, or journaling, for me, is a big part of my own personal self-care, and I can really feel the difference when that isn't in place. So sometimes when we have some extra space and downtime to really allow extra time for that the clock isn't ticking, as you said, Shannon, you don't have to be moving on to other things. I think journaling is a fantastic way to express your aspirations and to clear anything that you want to leave behind for your new fresh start.
Excellent. The hot water in the morning is so smart, Ananga. One of the things that I do first thing in the morning is a glass of water with some apple cider vinegar, which, the lemon acts the same way as the vinegar does to really clear things out. And that's been incredibly good for my body. And I know it when I do it. And I bet you feel the same way too. It's like this one act is doing something so sweet for my internal organs.
Yeah, the body really thanks you for it. It feels a good self-care investment in the morning to start with that cleansing process, and then to cleanse the mind with journaling and gratitude, and take a walk in nature in your new area. And Shan, you always remind me to be curious when we're in new surroundings. I think that's one of the best self-care steps we can take, is to just explore and be curious, go for walks, have a look around, look for art and nature in your new area, and just really appreciate and soak into that new space.
And with that being said, a personal note, congratulations on your new job.
Yeah.
And moving back to a state where you have people there that you love and family, and that's wonderful. So we wish you well. And for all of our other listeners, we hope that you found this podcast supportive and that you do some sweet things for yourself, because you deserve it.
Get everything you need to start slaying your anxiety today. Visit anxietyslayer.teachable.com to claim our free Anxiety Slayer starter course. You get 4 guided sessions, including an EFT tapping session, guided breathing practice, and special module on overcoming the fear of anxiety. Don't just listen to the Anxiety Slayer podcast. Become an Anxiety Slayer. Claim your free Anxiety Slayer starter course at anxietyslayer.teachable.com.